Hey, good morning. I know it's early in the morning. I don't think anyone's here yet. Let me just grab my water real quick. So important to stay hydrated. Bob Eubanks is on. Good morning, Bob. You're the first one here today, bright and early. Make sure you have some water before you start, because I can feel that, it's been really cold out here, and I actually put the heater on last night, so I woke up a little dehydrated. But I went out this morning, it was 35 degrees on Westlake Boulevard, and that was cold. How are you guys doing today? We got 3 people finally joined us. I apologize getting on. I went to get onto Facebook, and then my phone, for some reason, shut down. I had to come back on, get back into Facebook again, and start again. Pat Gross, great to see you here this morning. Good morning, Bob. How are you today? Hope you're feeling good there. It's great. I got Bob and Bob on together, so we're bobbing right now. Bob Schrader, Bob Eubanks, we're bobbing. You get it? If we're in a swimming pool, I'd be bobbing too. That'd make 3 of us. Bob, you're doing A-OK, or A-OK like Dan, stop the jokes. Remember, have a little bit of water before we start. I'm going to wait till everybody gets here. Well, I don't know how many people are coming, so I can't wait till everybody gets here. But certainly the milkman. Growing up back in England, that's one of my favorite things. You'd hear that clank of the little bottles that would come along. I don't know if you had that in America, but the milkman would actually deliver them in the cart, walk out, put the milk bottles by the side of the front door, and you'd hear that clank, clank, clank. And they had those little foil tops on the top, and you get a straw and you'd stick it through, but they were full fat milk. But in those days, it tasted great. And it was one of those special things at school. We'd get that at break time as well, and with a cookie. And it was always like so good, especially when it was really cold. Bob, did you get a haircut? Yeah, it was this one right here. It used to be longer out to here, and I just cut it. So now, that's incredible that you noticed, Bob, that that one hair was cut. That's awesome, mate. No, I did it myself. I always cut my own hair. But it was actually about a week ago that I did it. And this is what was great, Bob. You'd laugh at this one. This is everybody. Good morning, Craig. Good morning, Deborah. Great to see you here. Thanks for being here. I actually, when we had a outage here and all the electricity went out, I actually cut my own hair in the dark, which was great. It was like 9 o'clock at night and the lights were out, and so I got the clippers and I thought, I wonder if I could do this, what it would look like when the lights came back on. So I love doing that. Amy, good morning. Great to see you here. Great for everybody. We're going to get going in a little while. I'm going to turn the music down just a little bit because it's kind of fun. And we know we're not here for fun today. We know we're here for work. I don't want you to have fun. I never want you to have fun. This is all serious and no, okay. Joe, great to see you here, Joe. I think it's your first time of being here, I think. If it is, welcome. We have an amazing group of 60 Up community family members. Everyone here is so valuable, invaluable, and we appreciate everyone being here. It's funny. I remember one time a couple of times Facebook went down. I did the classes not knowing if people were watching it. It makes such a difference knowing that you're there. It helps. It's really hard. When you're talking to yourself and you don't know if someone's there. Okay, that's a whole nother issue. Don't even go there. Bob Eubanks, don't say anything to that one. But yeah, when I know that you're there, it's awesome to see. And I feel that energy. We've got a great workout today. Today is Thursday. It's kind of a triple Thursday where we do 3 segments, 10 minutes of each one, with 5 exercises. So roughly 2 minutes of each exercise with explanations as well. Then we get a break. So this is kind of like a stamina builder. So if at any point during the workout you need to stop or take a bit of a break, I'm going to go through the whole 10 minutes and then we'll get a break, unless I feel that we got to stop for a quick bit of water. And of course we're going to get water. But that for you is, if you need to get water, if you need to sit down, if you need to take a break, do it. This isn't about, it's not about forcing your way through it and suffering. It's about doing the work, building that stamina to be able to work out for 10 minutes at a time, and at the same time being smart enough, if you need to get a drink, please do. If you need to stop for a second or a minute and then just join back in. Bob, you're going to break now. Yeah, it's been a hard class already, right, listening to me. Hey, Wendy, good morning. And good morning, everyone. I love that. So Wendy, for most of you will know by now, is our awesome customer service director. She'll be the one that if you reach out to her or reach out to customer service, email, just so you know, is customersuccess@60up.com, because we're all about success. We want you to be successful. So we don't look at it as a service. We look at it as teaching you and being there for you and helping you to have success. So again, customersuccess@60up.com, and it will either go to Wendy or one of her incredible team members that she's built an incredible team. Larry, howdy. Can I say that with an English accent? Howdy, as I would say it back in England, but howdy there, Larry. Yeah, John Wayne was one of those people we grew up watching back in England, and obviously represented Texas well, very well, and Hollywood at the time. Bob, you reached out to Wendy and she slapped you. Bob, if you reached out for me, I would slap you too. So that's funny. Bob and I always had these wrestling matches. We were actually, if you check it out, UFC number -63, before it even started, that was Bob and I going at it. And luckily, we have one of the referees come in and break it up, because Bob had his spurs on and he was digging them into my heel from all his rodeo days. Anyway, my message for today, I'm going to turn this down even more because the music's getting louder and louder. Oh, did I just turn it off? I think I just turned it off, everyone. Here we go. Okay, so my message today is about character. Character is everything, and we know it can change until it becomes consistent, and you make that decision or that choice to stick to who you are and what you are and believe in your principles. And your character will determine your path, and your character will also determine your choices that you take, which determine your path. So in anything in life, you can start with the greatest amount of energy and positivity and inspiration and feeling great, and then it can begin to change and you begin to lose those goals that you were going for, or you begin to give up or feel that you can't succeed. That's not because of the outside forces that are coming at you. That's to character, because character for success, character for happiness, character for getting things done, character for seeing positivity in things is part of your character. And every day I have to work on my character. This is not about sitting here and going, oh, I'm perfect. I begin to realize, and all of you will realize, you've got so much wisdom in there, that how you think, how you feel comes from your character and what you apply to everyday activities. So I've been very fortunate in my life not to see obstacles. I see opportunities. So when something's in my way, it means I need to learn a new way to go around it and not let it stop me. And honestly, nothing's ever really stopped me from doing different things I want to do, whether it's soccer or the Marines. And oh, that brings me on to all the veterans out there. I wasn't on yesterday, but I would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Back in England, it was Veterans Day back on Sunday. And out here in America, obviously, it was yesterday, Wednesday. And just want to say from the bottom of my heart, and I know 60 Up loves the veterans. I just want to say thank you for your service. And also to the wives and the children, or the wives that served, and that's anybody, and the husbands of wives that served. Thank you so much for the sacrifices that you continue to make, and the commitment that you made to your country and standing up for the good versus evil. So thank you so much to the veterans. Amy, hey Betsy, I just saw Betsy just came on. And thanks Wendy for just putting up their customer success at 60up.com. Amy, can you record a positive start the day message every day? You appreciate the boost. Well, I appreciate you. And it's so true. So think about your character today. Think about when problems come up and you begin to feel a certain way. is that really who you are? Or is that the outside influence affecting you and taking you from being everything that you're meant to be and born to be, and even more importantly, everything you can be? And that's why I say happiness is critical, and getting rid of stress and worry, because everything works out. If you look at it in your life, everything worked out. Maybe not the way you wanted to. And thank goodness, when I look back in my life, thank goodness not everything worked out the way I wanted to. But look at your character and make the best, because you are greater than whatever comes at you, unless you let what comes at you take down who you are. So with that being, Amy, you have a lot of female soldier friends and family too. Thank you so much. Please send them from 60 up. Tell them thank you as well. I still have a lot of my best friends growing up. My best mate, his name was Simon Conroy. We called him Con. He went into the Royal Marines. I trained with him, looking to go into the Royal Marines myself, and went through 8 years of the Combined Cadet Force. And he went in as a PTI, physical training instructor. I was actually put on standby for Desert Storm when I was playing the lead in Lord Andrew Lloyd Webber shows out in Germany, Starlight Express. I was actually put on standby for Desert Storm. And so I used to run to the show before I perform. I'd have on my backpack and everything, and started training in case I had to go. But thankfully, for the incredible armed forces that we have, obviously the United States went in there, and then the allies that went in. I know England went in, France went in. You know, different forces that joined in. They did the job so quickly that I was safe from having to go in, and I appreciate that. My father also went through the paratroop regiment back in England. And some of my really good friends are still in the forces. So anyway, with that being said, thank you so much. I'm going to get on with the workout, but not before I say hi to Kirk. Good morning, Kirk. Great to see you here as always. Georgie boy. No, hang on, you're Georgie man. I'm Danny boy. And it's funny because Rose is on as well. So Danny boy, thanks so much. I look forward. Top of the morning to you. If we're from Ireland, it'd be top of the morning to you, George. I hope you're having a beautiful day today. And hi, Rosa, as well. So with that being said, why don't we get on with the workout? Because I've done a lot of talking this morning, and it's time that you get the results that you came here for. Like I said, it's a 10-minute workout segments. These are going to be a little harder today. So again, don't get discouraged. This is a more advanced type of workout. And so if it gets a little tough for you, don't get discouraged. This is probably the hardest workout of the week, with Tuesday being an intro class and a basic class, and going back to basics, and this being more of an advanced class. So I've got the timer on. We're going to start in 16 seconds. We're going to work for 10 minutes non-stop. Can you guys see me there? Maybe I should have put a brighter shirt on. Okay, we're going to start with tapping. Are you ready? Tap behind the number 1. Again, just nice and slow to begin with. Make sure the board doesn't wobble side to side. There you go, just nice and easy. Make sure the board doesn't wobble side to side. And then we've got a second exercise that we're going to do, which is a little bit different, which is taking this up to a step on the board movement. So in here, just feel nice and easy. If you want it more advanced, put your fingers on top. Put your thumbs on top and play the piano, so we multitask the brain. Or the other thing you can do is take both hands off and see how lightly. See, if I press too hard, look how the board goes. So I'm learning to control my muscle and pressure touch. And as soon as I touch the board, I feel it, and I can go back on. Okay, here we go. Oh, we got 12 more seconds of this one. Then we're going to step on to the next exercise. And if you want, you can play the piano at the same time. So again, multifunctional warm-up, getting everything ready. There you go, good. And come and hold on to the poles, the next one. You're going to step across on 2. Notice how my left foot goes. I step up, I come back. My right foot goes across 2, up and come back. So what we're doing here is we're working on crossing over the legs and just getting the legs warmed up. Excuse me. That frog, Bob. Remember, Bob, you were saying last time the frog that I ate was the best meal I'd had all week? I think it's still going. So here we go. We've got 30 seconds left to go. Now, go at your own pace. Remember, step, feel balanced and solid. Step, feel balanced and solid. This is also great for helping loosen up the outside of the hip, because we're stretching as we go across. Such a small movement, and yet we're taking the leg across and stretching out the IT band because we're crossing over and lengthening this part in here. Here we go, okay, you ready? Okay, what I want you to do is step up your foot on number 1. Your left foot goes on number 1. Beth last class asked if we could work on going backwards. So what I want you to do is just tap your foot down to the ground. If you notice, I'm just going my right foot only. We're going to do this one for 25 seconds. So again, I've got my weight on the board and I'm working on just touching the ground and coming back out. I'm not even stepping my weight on it. It's just as I can feel my toe begin to touch the ground. You ready? And let's step to the other side. Take your right foot on number 1, bring your left foot here and just touch the ground behind you. Now, because Beth last week has said that when she falls over, it tends because she's going backwards and she can't move her feet fast enough. So I'm incorporating some back movement today of moving the feet sideways and backwards. So that, again, we can speed up our reaction of moving the foot back. Here we go. Step up on number 1. Right leg. Just tap it. Now, I don't want you to put any weight on here. This now is all about speed. How fast can you just tap? And it's okay if you're going slow. Nothing wrong with going slow. But can you move? Because what we want to do is teach the muscles to move backwards as quick as we can so we can catch ourselves if we begin to trip or fall backwards. Just get those fast twitch fibers going. Good. Change feet. Push your right foot on number 1. And here we go. Small little movements. You'll notice I'm tapping, 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 which again warms up the muscles and gets us going. And the beautiful thing, you're not even thinking about your right leg, but your right leg is getting stronger at a slightly off angle to be able to balance on one leg. Good, we're doing great. We're almost 4 minutes into the workout. Okay, here we go. And step back off of the board. What I want you to do is walk to the side of the board, and I want you to take your left foot and put it up on the board on number 2. Take your hand, you can use both hands or one, bring your feet together. Now what I want you to do is just tap your foot backwards as if you were stepping backwards. Can you see us? We're going to do this for 30 seconds. And I'm going to show you, as you keep doing this, keep going. So when we switch to the other side, we've got 7 seconds. I'm going to step off, but I want you to keep going. There you go. And bring your right foot next to your left. Now, take your left foot, just tap the edge of the board. I'm not even stepping off of the board yet. There you go, good. Now keep doing that. Look at what happens. When I walk backwards, my toe goes on the ground, not my heel. So what we're working on is the ability to do this quickly going backwards. Going backwards here, keep going. And that's why we're getting the foot activated to used to stepping back. The brain is saying step back and we're good. Okay, what I want you to do is put your left foot back on here. Now what I want you to do is step your right foot on the edge, left foot back and step back up and together. So watch, right foot back, and then we come back together. So right foot goes back, left foot comes to the ground, left, together. I'll do it even slower. Right foot on the board, left foot on the ground, left foot in front of the right foot, back together. And 1, 2, 3, 4, together. 1, 2, 3, 4, together. 1, 2, 3, 4, together. And last one, 1, 2, 3, 4, together. Now we're going to go the other way. Left foot comes back, right goes on the ground, step up together. And left foot goes back, right is on the ground, step and together. Left foot, right foot, right foot together. Left foot, right foot together. Left, right, here, back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. So what I wanted you to understand in that one, if I'm falling backwards, I want to move my foot and the other foot wants to catch me so I can push myself forward, just so you understand why we were doing that exercise. Again, if I begin to trip backwards, boom, boom, I can get that leg, which is the same action as going here, and that back leg gets stronger to push myself forward again instead of we go backwards, the head goes back and I can't push myself forward. We're literally here, the leg goes back and I can push myself forward, just so you understand why that is. Okay. Bob, when's the bathroom break? Well, if you need to go to the bathroom, there's no break, so just go, man. It feels really warm. Okay, next one we're going to do. What I want you to do is, step back off of the board. Take your right leg and step it up on number 3. Lift the knee. Now come back with 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step left foot on number 3. Lift the leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step, lift. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step, lift. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what we're working here, 1, 2, 3, 4, is stepping up, hip flexor gets engaged, and quick little feet. Now see if you can speed it up if you feel confident. 1, 2, 3, 4, step, lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, step. Now one word of caution I want to give you here is when you step, don't catch your foot on the edge of the board. So as you step, lift the knee up, down, 2, 3, 4. Up, down, 2, 3, 4. Lift, lift, 2, 3, 4. Step, lift, down, 1, 2, 3, 4. And step, lift, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, now we're going to do the same exercise. We're going to start working on the hip because I know a lot of people have been talking about loosening up the hips. So this is what we're going to do. Same exercise, except we step, we lift, we touch the pole, 1, 2, 3, 4. Join me on the left. Step, lift, touch the pole, 1, 2, 3, 4. Step, lift, out, in, 1, 2, 3, 4. We've only got 30 seconds left of this exercise. Out, in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you want, you can roll it, 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, lift. So we're really loosening up the hip and building the strength in the hip flexor. And when you move that muscle out, it's the abductor on the out, adductor coming back in. Let's go 2 more. Up, abductor, adductor coming back in. Here, lift, out, and come back to the ground. Okay, very good. Great exercise. Last one in this segment, then we get Bob's bathroom break. Okay, put your feet on 2 and 2. I just want you to rock side to side. Good. Now find your balance. Good. And rock side to side. All we're doing is going from motion to center. And motion. So what we're tapping into is pressure points and then finding your middle, which is balance recognition of the proprioceptive connection. And rock side to side. Now find your balance. And rock side to side and find your balance. And rock side to side and find your balance. And last one, then we're moving on. Find your balance. Not into the break yet, the second part of the exercise. Now, lift your leg, find your balance. And push with your left, lift the right, find your balance. So now we're going quicker from movement and pressure to one side to middle. And again, don't worry if you can't get there quickly. What's happening is the brain is figuring it out. And that's the beauty of all these 60 up exercises. It's all the brain figuring out where the pressure points are so that when you're outside walking, you're so quick in recognizing pressure points that it takes away the point of I begin to stumble, I didn't even feel it, and by the time I'm trying to save myself, I'm not strong enough to do it. Again, I go back. Last one on each side. Here. So one more on each side so that we're even on both sides. Lift the right leg up, down, find that balance. And last one, left leg, bring it down, find that balance. Good, and step back off of the water. Everyone, you can meet Bob Eubanks in the bathroom if you want. He's going there now, unless he's already in there watching the class. I don't want to talk about that. But grab a quick drink of water. That's the first 10-minute segment that we've done. I hope it's doing great. Ginny, great to see you here. And then thanks so much. I always love seeing you here. I just love that last name, and it always makes me smile in a good way, not thin. Vicky, you said you found out that you like starting with the tapping on the board. Not sure what it does, but it seems to stabilize your balance. Looking forward to doing it later today. That's great. Thanks so much, Vicky. Let me tell you why I always start off with tapping, or pretty much always start with a form of tapping. And we're having our break right now. So this is our talk. We've got the second section coming up, which is a little bit harder. The reason I always start with tapping is because the leg that's left on the ground, and this is what the first discovery I had when I was training Bob, right at the very beginning of correcting the stabilization and balance issues Bob was having. When you lift the leg, it's the leg that's on the ground that's doing the work, not the one that touches the board. So we're always looking. So what happens, instead of your brain working on both sides, when I tap, all my attention from my brain goes into the leg that's left on the ground. See, when I'm training people and they start doing this exercise, I say, which leg is working? They think it's the leg that's lifting, right? It's working. It's actually not. The leg that's staying on the ground. You can try it with me just to feel it if you want. As you lift your leg, think about where all the strength is going. It's in the leg. And this was the first discovery I had with Bob. Because as I said before, Bob was shuffling, and Bob, you'll confirm this, right? And Bob was shuffling along. And so I said, we've got to build his hip flexors, we've got to build the muscles, we've got to strengthen the core, get the legs stronger. And yet when I put Bob's hands against the wall, he could lift his knees all day long. So hang on a minute. The body wasn't the weakness, there was the connection. And the reason so many people shuffle is they're scared that if I take my foot too high off of the ground, I'll fall over because one leg can't control what's happening. And so what I had to do, and this is where the board came in, we started getting Bob comfortable and confident, moving and having a judge, which was the board, whether the board was rocking or he could touch it softly. But the brain focuses on one leg and then it focuses on the other leg as it begins to, we warm up, and that's why you feel stronger and it gets you centered. Because to begin with, you can feel a little wobbly, and then after a couple of repetitions, you begin to find your center. Okay, Bob, you're back. Your dog does that one. He lifts his leg and then finds his balance. You both went to the bathroom together, didn't you, Bob? It's like, I hope you're not lifting. No. Yeah, Deborah, great for hip flexor, those exercises as well. And Chad, great to see you here. Welcome. Okay, we're going on to the next exercise. Are you ready? Here we go. We got 10 minutes of exercise. What I want you to do, step up. Left foot goes to number 3, right foot goes to number 1. Are you ready? And rock. And don't let your body, don't lean your body to do the motion. Push down with the leg, push back. Push down with the leg, push back. And you'll notice that your right leg is working more than your left leg is. You'll begin to feel those muscles. We're doing this for 30 seconds. You'll notice doing this that your muscles in your right leg are beginning to strengthen. Fantastic exercise for strengthening up one side. When people have issues and say one leg is a little bit weaker than the other, put the leg that needs to be strengthened closer to the middle of the board and you'll begin to strengthen. Okay, here we go. Bring your left foot to number 1, your right leg to number 3, and here we go. Now, again, don't lean the body. Notice how my body's not leaning and going. I'm keeping my body above my leg and just push down with that left leg. And you'll notice in here, again, now I can feel my left thigh muscle working more because again, it's closer to the center of the board. There you go, pushing through. Excellent. There you go. We're almost there. Good. Bring your right foot to number 1, left foot to number 3. Here we go, second set. Now, what I want you to do, we do 2. Now find your balance. And I want you to hold that balance in here. There you go. Awesome. Hold that balance. Good. We go 2 more. Push. Here we go. 1, 2. Now find that balance and notice how that muscle, you have about 90% of your body weight is over your right leg and you can feel that muscle tightening up. This is a dynamic contraction of the muscle to support what's happening. So we're strengthening the legs to carry the body weight. There you go. Good. Shift. Bring your left leg to number 1. Right leg goes to number 3. We rock 2 times. You ready? 1, 2. Now find that balance again. The knee should be very slightly bent, just so you know, and you can bend it a little bit more if it feels a little tough. You'll notice as you bend your knee, you have the ability to adjust your weight just a little bit more because you can straighten the knee or bend the knee a little bit. I'm going to hold it still if I can. Always working. My brain is constantly activated. Feel good. And rock. Here we go. 1, 2, come back, find that middle. Here we go. This is an amazing exercise. I was using this with bodybuilders, trying to get them to hold this balance in here. They couldn't believe the way their muscles were engaged while they were doing other exercises as well. I'd have them doing bicep curls in this position, shoulder presses, and it was an incredible exercise. Good. Bring your right foot back to number 1. Let's just rock it out a little bit. We want to loosen those muscles now. Just go into some little butt kickers because this will loosen up the muscles. I can feel at the end of that one, my left quad, my left thigh muscle was really tight. Not an easy exercise. And even if we make it look easy, there is no such thing as easy because the body is working, the brain is engaged, the muscles are engaged. Great job. Okay, here we go. We've got a 2-minute run in 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds on number 1. Here we go. We're just running nice and easy. You can walk it slower if you want. You can just lift your heels. I know Frank out in New York, I don't know if you're going to be watching this live. I'm sure you're not, but I know you watch it later on. And with your wife, Eileen, who's your Mickey, right? When I say Mickey, you're like Rocky Balboa. You got this fight going on and you're doing fantastic. And Eileen is Mickey in your corner, making sure you're training right. So what we're doing is just running in here, but for someone in the same situation as Frank, it's just lift the heels, let the hips go, and get the foot activated, going up and down. If you're a little bit more advanced, you can slowly lift your feet. And if you feel really good, you can actually run in place. We're building the stamina and getting soft foot movements going on while our foot is getting used to different pressure points as the board rocks. So what we're going to do now, step off of the board, now come and run on the ground. That's all we're doing. And notice how solid you feel because now you've gone off of a moving surface. The ground feels so safe and so solid. So now when you go outside, even if you're just walking, you've trained yourself to do more than you need to do. That's a champion. That's a winner. Right there. Good. We're coming down. Step back up on the board. 15 seconds. Here you go. Good. Stay in there. We're down to under, I'm looking at the clock, 5 seconds. There you go, step back on the ground. 15 seconds running on the ground. If you want, you can take your hands off, hold on with one hand, hold on and go at your own pace. And I know when I was with Bob, Bob would be like this, going like crazy. Whew. Good, okay. Rest down, give me 10 butt kickers. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, what I want you to do, get water if you need. In fact, you know what, I'm going to put this in because after that cardio, everyone should get a quick mouthful of water. I'm a nice coach. I remember one of the things Bob said to me when I said, let me train you, Bob's first reaction was no. I don't want you to train me because you're too tough a trainer, because I've known, you know, internationally as being a really tough coach because I train professional athletes and college-bound athletes. But of course, we train to the level, and thank goodness Bob came in and said, he called me on a Sunday night and said, Dan, I've been thinking about it. I want you to train me. And thank goodness he did, because if he didn't call and tell me that, I would never have created the 60 Up balance board that's changed so many lives, and I would never have met you. Okay, here we go. This is a stair stepper where we're practicing to walk upstairs. 2 minutes. Lift your left leg high, step. Grab the front pole, lift your right leg high, step. Now we step back and down. So step up as if you're stepping up a step. Now what I want you to do is don't look here, just follow, look forward. Step, step, lift, down, down. And don't step over the halfway. Keep your foot slightly behind halfway so that you don't end up, oops, I just did it wrong there. So you don't end up rocking the board. Now, step up, and back. Now I've got to remember, lift the front leg. Lift up, push, and bring it down. I'm kind of adapting this as I'm going. Up, down, lift, back, and down. Last one on the left leg. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and down. Right leg, here we go, you ready? Right leg up, left leg up, right leg up and back, left leg up and back, and down. Right leg up, push up the step, up, push up the step. Here, back, and it's just small steps. So lift, push, lift, back, lift down, lift flat. Right leg up, push. And notice I'm in this position now, push. Now we're here, push, and down and back. One more time. Lift and push yourself up. Lift, push yourself up. We're working in here, even though it's only a small step. Let's do it one more time. Even though it's just a small step, as far as it's not as high as a regular stair, we're still having to get used to lifting the leg. Good, come back behind the board. That's great. So now we've got another exercise which is coming up that you've never done before. I created this last night and I got a couple of new exercises that I always check safety and how I feel. If I feel off balance or I don't feel it's safe, we won't do it. This one's safe. Take your right foot, put it right in the middle of the board and step up. Put your left foot on number 2. So we're right in the middle. Now what we're working on here is your ankle strength and your ability for one leg at a time to find the balance. Now lift your left leg and find the balance. This is where it changes now. Now take your left foot and put it on the opposite number 2 and rock. Notice how you feel a stretch in the hip. Bring the leg back, find the balance. So we go 2 and balance and push. 2, you'll feel your knees bend and balance. And push on the board, come back to the middle, push on the board, come back to the middle. Now the beautiful thing here, and go at your own pace, the beautiful thing is how many times do we cross our legs over? Well, only Bob if he wants to go to the bathroom and can't get there, right? But you cross your foot over and then bring it back. You'll feel the stretch in the hip, but at the same time, we're learning, if we were beginning to go this way, how we can push back and come back to an upright position. So it's push, balance, down, balance. And again, you'll be fighting to get that balance, but as you fight, learn to relax, because the more you can relax, the more your body can react. Good, put your right foot on number 2. Sorry, left foot on number 2, right foot on number 2. Now bring your left foot to the middle. Here we go. Find your balance. Now push across on 2. Find your balance. Not easy. Find your balance. Push and back. I think I can see that Autumn just joined us. Hey Autumn. We're actually into winter now, but I love autumn. You know what the most beautiful thing about autumn is seeing the beauty that's all around us, the changing of the colors of the trees and the fields. And we don't get that too much in California. It's one of my favorite times going out to, when I lived back in England, was seeing how the countryside changed and the glorious colors you'd have when it actually was sunny for one day. But you see the glistening and the gleaming of the different colors. Love the name. Here we go. 3 more. So we're here, find the balance, go across, find the balance, and come back down, find the balance. Now put both feet on 1 and 1. So move it up, just rock those hips, because you'll feel a little bit in the left hip, how it was stretching when it went across, and then bringing it back again. We're strengthening up the outside of the hip to have a movement and a strength as well. There you go, good. So that's the end of segment number 2. It's really very simple, but very specific, and a 10-minute straight workout, apart from we did stop after the run, obviously. Good, I want you to step back down off of the board, just shake those legs out. Now, this is what we're doing next. You're gonna get about another minute minute to 2 minute break. I want you to grab the board. The easiest way to do it is walk around to where the poles are, and you'll notice there's a space for your feet to go either side the red ball, and just pick it up and just walk around with small circles. We're doing a brand new exercise today with the red ball that's never been done before because it breaks my rules, but I challenge the rules so it can be better, so we can get more action in here. Go grab your water. I'm just going to say a quick, while we're getting a break, because we've got another 10 minutes straight exercise going in here. I already said hi to Chad, but I got down to Chad's message. I'm going to say hi again, Chad. Vicky, most welcome with the explanation of tapping. And I've always said this, if something seems too complicated, it probably isn't real. You know, it always makes me concerned when people try and confuse me. But when it's so simple, it makes sense. And it's so easy to understand because it makes sense. The chances are it's probably real. Bob, great exercise. Yeah, the running exercise did really help. Remember you doing that. And it was fun as well because you can feel when you start running or getting that running movement going, the endorphins start to build in your body. And you have that sense so I just saw a message come through. But you also feel a progression. What used to be hard running a minute or running 2 minutes suddenly feels a little bit more comfortable. You can go 3 minutes. And so you have that personal sense of satisfaction, which I think is incredible. Amy, we've got about another minute before we jump on. And the last one's at another level again. Yeah, don't worry. There's going to be a little break, so we've got to put the long bands on, but we're not putting them on to begin with. I suddenly thought, hang on, we need the long bands. So again, this next 5 minutes, or 10 minutes, sorry, 5 exercises is the toughest of them all. And I've made them a little bit tougher because I want to really challenge you. So go at your own pace and be smart. Don't force yourself because there's always tomorrow to strengthen. We've got to let the muscles continue to evolve and the brain-body connection to again strengthen, because at the end of the day this is not about the 60 up. This is about you getting outside and being able to go and do the things you dreamt you'd maybe never do again but wanted to. So let's always be smart. Amy, you love to find the balance exercises. You used to have great balance standing on one leg like a flamingo for a long time. This program is helping me do the flamingo again. That's awesome. Absolutely. Again, I remember one of the best exercises, remember as a kid, and then we'll get back on with the workout. One of the greatest things, so many times we're told as kids, stand upright, stand straight, don't move, put your feet together, shoulders back, and you're taught. But the best exercises the kids ever did, I'm going to put this down, was they would like stand on one leg and pretend you're a tree. And they're doing all these different exercises and the wind's blowing more. And then suddenly the wind goes down, now it blows more. And you'll see the kids doing all these exercises. And what they're really doing is they're developing their balance, their brain, their proprioceptive connection, going from the cerebellum down through the spinal cord and sending messages, and the messages coming back again, which is where balance comes from. And so again, that's why, standing upright, stand straight. So that's a discipline, but it shouldn't be the foundation of movement, where kids always told, sometimes let them play. Goes back into there. Said hi to Autumn, great to see you. Hey Dan, what exercise can I do to cross my legs when I'm seated? It's, I don't know if that is a joke, Bob, as far as I know we're playing with the whole going to the bathroom thing, but it's simple. I'll just do this one, then we're gonna jump on this exercise. Hey May, great to see you here, May, thanks for joining in. So all you need to do to practice, if we were just in a chair, you could just lift your leg, touch the inside the thigh and come back. Sorry, touch the calf against the knee to begin. Then you lift your knee higher and see if you can touch the outside of your calf. And just do repetitions of those in here, because you really don't need the 60 up balance board. Has I can create exercises on that, but again, that's not what we can just do that, sit in the chair as you begin to go, oh Bob, it's not a joke. That's good. So hopefully that made a little bit of an explanation. You're sitting down, touch the calf against your knee, and then touch the outside of the calf against the knee in here as well. And there's exercises that we do. I haven't planned them today and I want to get on with the last 10 minutes, but maybe I'll incorporate that onto Tuesday's workout, how we can practice that on the board. In fact, you know what? I'm going to give you one right now, really quickly. Just making stuff up. We're here. All you want to do is touch behind the number 1.5. and touch behind the 2. And just this exercise, and then you learn to lift and unlift and lift. And what we're developing is the adductor on the inside being strong enough and the hip flexor to move the hip. Okay, we're going on with the workout. Hope that makes sense, Bob. All you got to do is think of the end result, think of the movement, and work backwards again. Okay, here we go. The last 10-minute workout. First thing we do, take your red foot, put it on the ball, and roll it twice. 1, 2. Okay, then we're going to start again because now that you know what we're going to do, then we're going to step up on the ball and then change feet. Are you ready? Right foot and roll. 1, 2. Now step up and try and find your balance. Step back down. Left foot. We roll it outwards. 2, 1. Loosen the foot up. Now step up and find that balance. And step back. Right foot on the board. Roll the knee out. Push on the ball. 1, 2. Come and step up. Hold that balance. Now come down. Left foot. Roll it out. Feel the bottom of the foot rolling around the ball. Come and step up. Find that balance. Come and step down. Now we're going to add to this. We're going to put 2 calf raises in here to strengthen up those calves and ankles. Are you ready? So we do 2 rolls. 1, 2. Come up and find your balance. Now let your calf or your heel go down. Push up. 1 and 2. And come and step back down. Here we go. Put the left foot on. We roll it twice. 1, 2. Stand up. Find your balance. Now go high and heel goes down. 1 and heel goes down. 2. Step back onto the floor. Here we go again. Right foot on the ball. Roll it. 1, 2. Step up. Find your balance. And down, up, down, up. Change feet. Here we go. Left foot. Roll it around, around. Find your balance. And down, up, down. We're going to do 1 more each leg. You keep your own time. I want to explain why this works. Right now we're loosening up the inside toe all the way across to the outside toe so we get supple. Then we step up onto the ball, so we're starting to engage the ankle, through the calf, the Achilles and the feet. Now we go down and push up and go down and push up, and you're engaging, step back, your knee and your quad into everything else that's going on as your brain figures out. Here we go. Roll. 1, 2. Now step up. Now the beautiful thing here is not only are you controlling the ball, go down and up, and controlling the balance of the board, you've also got the flexibility of the ball, so you've got a double and step back. We've got a double movement going on. So you're trying to control the board, and at the same time your feet are controlling their own balance on the ball. So it's like a double whammy. Great exercise. As you stand on the ground, you should feel really strong on that ground. Okay, next exercise. This is one that breaks. Watch 1 time. You're going to step up on the ball. Make sure your foot is not ahead of the ball. I don't want you in the middle. It's just the ball of your foot and your toe at the front of the ball. Watch this one time. You step up. Now you're going to step through. And notice how as you step through, the board leans. Then you're going to come back up and back down and change feet. So what we're working on here, and this comes down again to Dawn wanting to work on going backwards. We're going backwards with a balance and strengthening the foot. Are you ready? Here we go. 2 minutes. We're starting 5, 4, 3. We've got 2 minutes of this exercise. And here we go. Put your foot on the red ball. Step up. Just push forward on the board. Don't lean your body through. Step back and step down. Now left foot. Go here. Step up. Step through. Step back. Step down. Right foot. Try and keep that balance. Here. Step through. My body stays behind the poles, but my foot just leans forward a little bit. And now I will tell you, this exercise is really good for preparing to step down off of a sidewalk or even going downstairs, because the motion is my weight's on the back leg, but I begin to transfer my weight to my front leg. So we're here, push, up and back, step, up, forward, back. Now we're going to add to this. This is the 2nd minute. Step up, find your balance. Now push down. Now see if you can find that balance. and step back. Here we go. Step up, find your balance. Now step forward, come back, find your balance, and step down. We're doing great. You've got 40 seconds left to go. Find that balance, step forward. Step up and hold that balance. Step back. Here we go. Left leg. Step. Lift. Find that balance. Step forward. And even if you can't find that balance, it's okay because you're learning to build. It's like when we first started doing math and 2 times 2 was 4 and 3 times 2 was too much. But eventually over time, we learned to think really quickly that 3 times 2 is 5. And we learned really quickly what we're doing. And so our brain got better and smarter. I know, it was 6. But anyway, last 2. Here we go. Step up, find the balance. Step down, find the balance. Let's go one more on the right leg. Last one. You'll feel this. This is a fantastic exercise for you to be able to strengthen up the lower part of your body and step back. Great job. Now, what I want you to do, grab hold of the board and lift it up and down. That's 1. Lift it up and down. We're just going to do 20 seconds of these. Lift it up and down. This is an arm workout. If you want to make it a little, if you're a little lower, hold further down the board. Again, we're building that upper body because we're about to go to upper body workout. So I want to warm it up just a little bit. Up, down, and last one, here and down. Now, from here, I want you to turn the board around, move the poles to the inside, and grab your longer bands. Attach them to the outside. Let me say that again. Grab your board, turn it around, take the poles, move them inside, grab your longer bands, and put them on the outside. We've got about a minute, minute and a half to do this. So lift it up, walk it around, turn it back. I'm going to now move the poles in. There's 1. Again, you have the red clip key hopefully there. I'm able to just push my finger in. But part of the reason I'm doing that is I lost my red clip key. Can you believe that? I don't have a red clip key here. I know it's around somewhere. When I went to see the doctors the other day, I put it back in the bag and I can't find it. Okay. We're going to take the bands in here, the longer bands. Remember, the simple way to do it, the band you're going to put on second, just put it on the hook. Take this band, feed it through the side. Attach the band into here and move it up. The second one, I'm just going to move the hook up higher anyway. Take the loop, put it into the side of the board. Come around and place it on here. Now, one of the things that we're going to do here, and remember, if you don't have bands or don't want to put the bands on, you can do all the movements just with your arm. You don't have to do the movements with a band. So again, we're working on these with both your balance, because we're balancing at the same time, and we're also obviously using different extremity movements. Today, we're going to be working on everything from chest and up. Now, I'm doing a new workout here today that you won't have done before. I was showing a friend of mine yesterday, oh, that's a little bit confusing. And I'm like, I don't think it's that confusing. Well, people may find it hard to struggle. So we're doing a whole system of 4 exercises in one. It's a routine. So let me show you while you're still setting up. The first thing we do is take the band to the side and bend the elbow. That's the first part. We go up, bend the elbow. Then we do a rotator cuff. Then we do a chest movement. And then we push up and bring it back down again. I'm going to go through this really slow. One thing I'll ask you to do is turn the hooks to the inside so they don't get in the way of the band as it begins to move. Okay, you ready? Feet on 2 and 2. We've got 1 minute of this, starting right side. Here we go. Up, oops, bend the elbow. Rotator cuff, up. Chest, out, push it up, bring it down. That's 1 set. Here we go. 1 rep, sorry. Up, rotator, keep that balance. chest, squeeze the chest, push up and bring it down. Here we go again. Up, bend the elbow, down, rotator, chest, out, push up, bring it down. Here we go again. Up, bend the elbow, rotator, up. Squeeze the chest as you bring the arm across, push up and down. Here we go. Up, bend the elbow, rotator, up, chest, across, push up. Last one. Come on, stay strong now. I can feel this really working. We go up, bend the elbow, rotate, here. Bring the chest across, keeping the elbow the same height, push, down, and come and put it back on the band. That is tough. And I challenge any bodybuilder to upgrade the bands and try doing this exercise and say it's not, because it's all stabilization muscle. Here we go, left side, are you ready? We go up, bend the elbow. Now keep the elbow where it is, rotate it forward, back. Now bring that elbow across and back. Now push up and bring it down. Here we go again. Up, bend the elbow, rotate the hand down and up. Now keep that balance as you bring across, push up, bring it down. Here we go again. Come on, you're doing great. All the way up. Now bend the elbow, rotate it through, bring it back. Come across the chest. Here, push up, bring it down. And again, all the way up. We've got 2 to go. Here, rotate and down. Bring it across so you squeeze the chest. Push and down. Last one. Here we go. Come on. Up, bend the elbow, rotate that shoulder, up, bring it across, bring the chest in the front of the shoulder, push it up and bring it back down again. Very good. Put the bands on the top. That was exercise 3 done. We got 2 more to go to finish up. 1 more with bands, and then we got a chair workout that I'll give you time to go get your chair. So the next exercise, take your right hand and grab the band. This is a posture exercise, upper back, strengthen the back of your shoulder. And again, you'll feel a dynamic tension in your arm, both your bicep and your tricep as you control, while at the same time, balance comes first. I shot a movie with Will Ferrell and Robert Duvall called Kicking and Screaming. Great movie. I directed a lot of the action that was in there on the soccer field and created all the soccer plays. It was a great experience with Universal Studios. And they had a saying, meat comes first. That comes out, well, for us, it's not meat comes first, balance comes first. So here we go. First minute. Let me show you one time what it is. We stand upright, we pull the shoulder back, then we're going to pull the elbow back. See the difference? One comes up high and we're using the muscles at the back here to pull it up. Then we're just going to keep the arm here and bring the elbow back. So we're into this one. So we begin to work a little bit more inside into the rhomboid area. Okay, you ready? Here we go. 1 minute, starting now. Up, bring it down. Now bring the elbow back. That's 1. And up, down. Now bring the elbow across. 2. And keep that hand out in front. Bring that band in front of the poles. 3. And up. And pull it back. That's 4. And up. Feel that upper back working. That's 5. Squeeze those back muscles. We're going to do 8. That's 6. Squeeze the back muscles. Let the back muscles do the work. Think, isolate, squeeze the back, and that's why the hand comes back. And last one, up, down, and squeeze the back muscles. Very good. Put it back. Just push that hand across. Bring the other hand and just stretch it out a little bit. Let's jump on the other side. Are you ready? Make sure the hooks are to the inside so the band doesn't get caught on them. 2, find that balance. 8, here we go. Up, down. Now pull the elbow back. That's 1. Up, down. That's 2. Here we go. Up, down. That's 3. And up, down. That's 4. Strengthen those muscles. And again, if you don't have a band, just think, any great bodybuilder, even the biggest guys in the world, it's not about lifting weights. It's about knowing how to contract and use the muscles. I think that's 7. Here we go, last one. Up, down. Now squeeze those back muscles and come and place it back. Great job. Just rock the board side to side. Take your right hand, shake it out. Take your left hand, shake it out. Right hand, shake it out. Left hand, shake it out. Just loosen up. Now just roll those shoulders. I can feel, even when I roll those shoulders, that those muscles have been worked. And roll it forward. There you go, brilliant. Okay, go get yourself a chair. Last exercise we're doing, 2 minutes, and then we're into the cool down. Here we go. I'm bringing my chair. I'm going to move the board forward just a little bit so I can be a little closer. We don't need to see the red ball in here. I'm going to create that little bit of space for the chair. So have your chair ready. This is an incredible exercise. Hey Termay, great to see you. Nelson, great to see you here. Thanks. Nelson is a superstar. He goes and does all those crazy races, the Spartans and all those different things. It's great to see you here there, Nelson. An old friend of mine, we did shows together back in England. Or Germany, actually. Well, actually, Japan, I think, Nelson. We were in Japan together doing shows. Termay, great to see you here. You've been feeling very off balance lately. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you're doing okay. But it's definitely important to get back and get those muscles working, but more importantly, get the brain working with the muscles. So Bob, what exercise can I do to make me stand up straight? Well, hopefully everyone's got the chair. Let's finish that up and I'll give you a quick little exercise at the back. At the end of the workout. Okay, what I want you to do, we've been working on standing up out of a chair. So what I want you to do is just practice rocking. All we're doing is rocking. Your hands are on your knees, or you can grab the poles, whichever one you want. Oh, that reminds me, lean forward and turn the hooks to face the front so we don't have the hooks or the handles in our way. So we're just here and just rock. We're not starting the exercise yet. I'm going to show you what the exercise is. All we're going to do now is we're going to roll and stand up. We're going to take our first step with the right foot to the side. Excuse me, it's super cold in here. So if we watch again, I've gone from here. I turn, I stand up, my right foot turns to the side, my left hand, and I step up on the board and I tap, I step back down and I sit down again. So where we did an exercise the other day where we stepped on the board and then turned, we're now walking as if we're in a setting, we stand and we're just going to turn and walk, but we're going to make it a little tougher because we're going to step up on the board as well. So are you ready? Here we go. We're going to go 1 minute turning to the right, and 1 minute turning to the left. I'll do the first couple really slow. Are you ready? So rock, either grab the poles or put your hands on your knees, stand up, hold the poles, turn your right foot, step sideways with your left, come up, step down, and sit back down again. That's 1. We're going to go a little faster. Step up, step, step, here, back, and sit back down. That's 2. Hands on the knees. Step, step to the side, turn, up. Now let's make it a little bit more lifelike. As you step up, immediately step, turn the right foot, we go across, back, and back down again. So again, use the poles, pull myself up, I step, I come back down again. Here we go. Step up, turn my right foot, turn sideways, turn, come and sit back down again. And we go again. Up, turn your feet, face the side, come back down, step, and go back into here again. And last one to the right. Step up, turn, step on the board. You've got the pole there to support you. Step back. Now we're going to go to the left. Last 1 minute of the workout today. Are you ready? Here we go. And step. Now take your right hand to here, step to the side, step up, and step. Turn, back down again. Here we go. Step up, grab the poles, turn to the side, take your right hand to the pole. So again, we want to practice as we get better at this turning your body with your feet. So I push, I step, I turn, I step up. And one thing I would say to you when you're working out, safety always first. Step up, but again, make it feel comfortable for you. If you feel like you're doing something because you don't feel safe, that's okay. But for me, I would step up, grab my right foot there, so I'm in my right hand on the pole, without grabbing both if I didn't need to. So it's no different than stepping up. I'm beginning to turn so I can go into here. Here we go, last one on the left. And step, turn, up, down, good, and sit back down again. Okay, brilliant, great workout today. It was tough, trust me, it was, we had an incredible workout. It was about an hour's long. Now, Bob had asked the question, and I know what he's asking. Bob tends to have a feeling where he tends to do this with his head. He said his father had the same thing, where his chin goes forward. So I'm just going to give you a quick exercise, Bob, that will help with that. I hope you can see it. Find yourself a wall, if you can hear me from there. Put your back against the wall, move your feet out a little bit, have your butt, let me move the chair out the way, I know it's a little far away for you to see, but I'm here, bend your knees and put your butt against the wall, put your back against the wall, and you'll feel that your head is here. Just lean against the wall, pull your shoulders back, and let the back of your head touch the wall. Now when you do that, don't lean back, think of lifting your head, think of lifting here as you go back. So we work the cervical curve here back into a straight line. Let me show you. I'm going to see if I can bring this forward a little bit. And sorry for stepping out a little bit. Let me show you from here. So look, I'm here, and then as I go back, think of lifting your head up and then back. Allow the shoulders to drop. And don't let your head tilt back. Let your chin be down. And think of keeping your eyes forward. I'll do it on the edge here. Maybe it's a better angle. So I'm in here. I'm back. I'm just going to move my head back and tilt my chin down. And don't do it on an edge because I can feel it digging into my back. But again, allow that chin to go back and just rest on the wall. So that would be a quick exercise that I would give you. It's an exercise that I would give you, Bob, to help with that situation. Okay, so it's over, but it's not. We still got to do the cool down really quick. Let me move this camera back again into here. There we go. Let's go through. Our heart rate should have gone down with me talking. But what I want you to do now is just roll your shoulders back. Let's just loosen them up. 3, we're going to go 4. Now cross your arms over, hug yourself, and round your back. If you notice as I do this, I'm stretching my back out because we've worked the muscles really hard today. They are good. We do it one more time. 4 shoulder rolls. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now cross your arms over and pull on those shoulders as you hug yourself. Lean forward in there. There you go. And feel that stretch. Now let's do the opposite. Take your hands behind. See if you can touch your hands. And all I want you to do is just pull your arms straight. Pull your hands straight and feel how we stretch the front of the chest and the shoulders. This is also really important because a lot of times with posture, the back muscles become loose and the front muscles become tight, which is why we stand like this. So what we need to do is strengthen up the back muscles and stretch the front muscles, and that will allow us again to start to straighten up that spine and not be hunched over. Really important that we stretch the muscles because the muscles will also control the skeletal structure if the muscles are too tight. Good. Shake those arms out. So we've worked those 2 ones. Now what I want you to do here is just a little bend to the side. Just loosen up that side. We're almost done. There you go. We're not done though. That's the timer saying. You can go in. Good. Just a little side to side. Good. Come on, hold on to the poles. Step back. Just rock down in here. Feel that stretch. Your legs should be straight. Just that little bit of stretch. That's so important to do these cool down stretches. And to do them during the day, if you're walking past the board and you want to get that little stretch, just in here is so good. There you go. Take your right foot, put it on the back edge of the board and push the heel to the ground and feel that stretch on the calf muscle. I'm going to give you one more exercise that you can do just sitting in your chair that will be so good for you to loosen up your hips. Left foot goes on the board. Fantastic. You're doing great. We're almost done. Hang in there. It was a great workout today. Tough workout. As Bob said, I'm a tough tough trainer, right, Bob? There you go, good. I'm going to grab my chair. If you still have yours there, that's fine, but you can do this one later on. I'm actually going to move the board out the way so you can see it better. But very simple stretch. Just sit here, put your back against the wall, scoot your butt very slightly forward, and just grab that knee and just pull up. We can loosen in here. We're stretching the quad, because as you notice, I'll do it with this leg. As I pull in here, this muscle is being stretched because even though I'm loosening up the hip, because I'm pulling my shin in, the quad muscle begins to stretch in here. There you go. And then we come back to the other leg, just that little pull in here and back down, and just little pulls. These are so good for you to do. And Bob, to answer your question of crossing over your leg, this is a great stretch, because what you can do, you can actually pull your knee and then put your foot across and then almost push down just a little bit on that knee to help stretch the hip. Then you can pull it up and uncross. So you can go here, cross the foot over, relax it, pull it up and down. Great exercises. And Bob, as you've revealed to everybody multiple times on TV, you've had both your hips replaced. This is Bob Eubanks, both hips replaced, and you're doing fantastic. So this is a great exercise for the hips. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of today's. You know, when I first started to plan these, we were just going to do 20-minute workouts. That's all I planned. Hey, every day we'll do a 20-minute workout. And crazy. Look at us now, we're hour workouts, and we always said 20 minutes. When I trained Bob, we'd train for about 45 minutes, but we'd have breaks in between. And let you grow. But you, ladies and gentlemen, are so unbelievable. And I feel that there's so much information to share. They're in 20 minutes. I feel like I'd be robbing you of success. So it's gone on. It's gone on. It's great. So Bob, we got no term A. Hi again. Betsy, A+. Whoa, the professor gave me an A+. That's awesome. That made my day. Thanks so much, Betsy. Great to see you here, and keep going in there. Bob, great session. It's good to be back. It's good to have you back, mate. And I know with the whole quarantining going in, it looks like the country's going to be going back into like a purple code again. They're going to be spending a little bit more time at home. And so it's great to have you here, Bob, and everybody here, because we still got to prepare to be ready when we have the freedom to go out again. Craig, you stayed with me today. That's awesome. Great stuff. It was a tough day, and I know everyone's at a different level, and that's why it's so good having Kathy here and so good having Debbie here. We all have our different levels and the way we teach and the things that we do. And I'll tell you, when I first spoke with Kathy and spoke with Debbie, and they said, you know, how would you like me to teach, or what would you like me to do? I said, be yourself. Because I want everyone to have special things, and everyone's special. So I'm not here to create another Dan Metcalfe. I'm here to say, Kathy is amazing as she is. Debbie's amazing as she is. And so I want you to bring your expertise, because somebody will connect better with them than they do with me on certain exercises or on all the exercises. So it's important that we give you variety, because you're all unique and special. And that's why I'm so proud to have Kathy and Debbie as part of the training team here, because it's all about you and giving you the best we can. Yeah, George, phew, you're really sweating. That's awesome. Tuesday's workout had your quads aching. That's great. See, the one thing I want you to remember, you don't get stronger by working out. You get stronger by resting after working out because the muscles have to recover and the muscles will recover stronger. And so the fact that you were aching afterwards meant the muscles had done the work. Then it's really important that you take time off. Don't push the pain and the pain and the pain and the pain and keep thinking if you're not feeling it, you're not getting stronger. The reality is you don't get stronger from working out. You get stronger from the recovery after working out. Otherwise, everyone will be working out and you overtrain and the muscles will begin to atrophy or get weaker, or you become an injury risk because the muscles now are so tired they can't support the movement and skeletal structure. So again, if you're feeling sore, there's nothing wrong with taking a day off or coming back in and doing lighter exercises. That's great. Kirk, you got to go. I got to go. Thanks, Kirk. You're probably already gone by now, jumping off. But Kirk, have a great weekend. Don't forget Debbie's class tomorrow morning as well at 9:30 all the way from Colorado. I also got another trainer that's about to come in. She'll be about 2 weeks away, and I'm so excited about introducing her as well for workouts a little bit earlier in the day for those on the East Coast that get up a little earlier. It'll be about two to 3 weeks before she starts, but I'm so excited to introduce her. Very personal friend of mine, not even a friend. Pat, you feel good. You did last Thursday and you did this Thursday. That's fantastic. You must be getting better. You must be improving. You must feel that strength. So that's fantastic that you're doing that. Well done. Love to you because I know these Thursday workouts are not easy. And sometimes I make them harder and sometimes we slow down a little bit. But it's definitely a step up from the Tuesdays in the level of the exercise. So great. Amy, thank you. You feel better and ready for your day. You better be ready for your day because it's the best one you're going to live today. And I'm so proud of you for being here and getting through that. And thanks so much for spending the time with us and at the same time doing the workouts and preparing yourself, because it means today will be the best day you can ever live because it's the only one you're living. And tomorrow, you're better prepared to make tomorrow the best day you're ever going to live tomorrow.